Go for it. Are we... Okay, there we are. Perfect. So let me... I have no way... Oh. Copy link. Cool.
YouTube still look good.
Cool.
I'm not seeing
What is Facebook doing?
Facebook. It says connecting.
Okay. That's alright. Is anyone on for either...
Yeah, we have someone with us on Instagram.
Cool. Hi. That's annoying. Did you... Is that... Okay. Cool. Hi. Welcome to Chef's Mandala. We're just testing out some live stream stuff, so I'm just doing some cooking. I'm going to make a chicken parm sandwich with our black truffle sauce. And we have people at the door. Stuff's happening. Hooray. So we'll just... Massive package. Great. Yeah, so we're just trying some stuff out. Had a nice little stream over on TikTok earlier, doing YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, where you're watching right now. So thanks for stopping by. I'm first gonna just pound out some chicken real quick. I don't want to get chicken stuff on my hands, and I don't want to wash my cutting board, so what I have is just some like wax paper. Got another thing of wax paper. I'm gonna put it over my chicken, and then I'm just gonna pound it out. Nice and thin. Got this over here. Alright. So I want this guy, this other dude, this nuclear. We can throw him in here. Save him for later. And I'm gonna take off my chicken hands. Alright. This guy... I shouldn't have taken off my chicken gloves, actually. Because I need to cut him. Woo! Gloves. So then I don't have to wash my hands multiple times, as you should if you're working with raw chicken. So I'm just going to butterfly this so then I can pound it out so it can be nice and thin. Cook super fast, super even. Throw that up here. Actually, I'll throw that down here. Alright. So just going to butterfly this guy. Might do a little bit more over here. So when you butterfly something, you're just giving it a nice little cut. You can do some other little cuts here. Just little slices there so you can open it like a book. Also, I'm going to get rid of my chicken knife because I don't need this anymore. But don't put knives in the sink. It's a restaurant rule that I have never been able to get rid of. Mostly just because it is like a safety hazard if you reach into your sink for whatever reason, it's covered up. So just malleting these out. You don't have to hulk out on stuff. Really the key, especially if you're using a hammer, could be if you're actually doing this for food, if you're actually hammering something. It's all in the wrist. You don't have to like add this like crazy arm movement. You just kind of flick it. Now it's just nice and thin. And I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna take my wax paper, get rid of it, and we're good. I don't need my mallet anymore. So, where's everyone coming from? We're over here in sunny Brooklyn today. Love a nice sunny day. So I got some flour that I seasoned with just some like salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna put this into here, get it all nice and coated. Okay, the gloves didn't really work out. Use the gloves to try not to touch the chicken. Ended up touching the chicken. That's okay, we roll on. No worries. So we just want to get flour everywhere. So we're going to flour this. We're going to do a little egg. And then we'll do a thing of breadcrumbs.
I don't think we have.
That's okay. Just hanging out, doing stuff. How's YouTube?
YouTube and Instagram are both up.
Cool.
Can't confirm Facebook.
It's fine. Facebook was more of like I realized I could do it rather than like I needed to do it.
Yeah.
Do. Okay. Just gonna crack some eggs, get my other thing. Crack the egg there. Crack another one there. A little bit of spill, but no shells. Okay. My handy dandy struggle whisk. I'm just gonna get all that nice and whisked up.
Looks like we've got a couple people over on YouTube.
Hey YouTube, thanks for coming in. This is Chef Mandala. My name's David. We are just testing out some live things. So I'm just making a little chicken parm sandwich. I'm gonna use some of our black truffle pasta sauce to sauce this guy up. Just doing our egg. Trying not to touch it. I'm probably gonna end up touching it, but that's okay. That's okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Get all of that. Make sure you get a nice coverage. Oh, missed a spot there. We're just gonna throw it in here. Get our egg out of here. Don't need this anymore. Wash my hands. No, I gotta touch the thing anyway. Losing stuff. That's alright. So just some seasoned breadcrumbs here. I'm gonna let that sit for a second and get my fancy little cooktop on. So we're just gonna fry it. I got some olive oil, just some cheaper olive oil, just because I didn't want to damage any good olive oil for this. I'm just gonna throw it in here, kind of just let it get up to temp. Yeah. And then also just throw in some butter in there. That'll all melt. Get to know each other while we figure this out. Get everything nice and breaded. It's be pretty quick. Our chicken is really thin, so we don't have to worry about it cooking too long. Be a nice couple minutes on each side.
Someone else is joining us over on Instagram.
Oh hey, Instagram, what's going on? Welcome. My name's David. We're over here with Chef Mandala, and we're just making a chicken parm sandwich with some of our black truffle pasta sauce. As a little late lunch snack type deal. All right. So that's all incorporated there. I'm just gonna wait for this guy here to heat up. Now's a great time to drink water. Always stay hydrated. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Alright. Let's get up here. So some people like a thicker cutlet for chicken parmesan. Some people like a thinner cutlet. Some people want it crispier. Some people want it less crispy. What about y'all? Do you have a favorite? I don't really know if I have one way or the other. What about you? Illustrious cameraman? OBS man?
I always like the crispy chicken.
You like crispy? I mean, yeah. Don't ever dislike the crispy chicken. Like a nice crunch. There. Just making sure this gets all melted. Get it up to temp.
What's going in the breading?
So this is just some basic, just seasoned breadcrumbs you get at the store. You can make your own breadcrumbs. You can get plain breadcrumbs and season them however you like. These are just some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Just for like a quick thing. You don't always have to take hours and hours to cook. Sometimes it's nice just to do something quick but good. That's what we got going on at the Mo. Alright. Just waiting for all this to get a bit warmer. Gonna try this. Trying out the cooktop for the first time. Did really well on the last live. Haven't fried anything in it yet though, so we will see how that goes. How hot it gets and stuff. I'm gonna close that window. Alright. We're over here in sunny Brooklyn today. Let us know in the comments where you're coming from. It's what, like 4 or something right now? It's summertime. Yeah, it's summertime, so kids are out of school and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so... Well, hopefully where you're at, they're out of school. If you're a parent. Or maybe actually if you're a parent, you might want them to be in school. Okay. Get our stuff here. It's one of those nice, slower recipes. Just gotta wait for some stuff to happen. I got time to put stuff away. It's a nice chicken breast, or nuclear chicken breast. Size of some of these things at the store, man. It's like, gotta check it for radiation. It's huge. Let's go in there. If you're just joining us, welcome. Chef's Mandala. We're practicing some live stuff today, trying out some different things. So I'm just making a really simple chicken parmesan sandwich. I got our black truffle pasta sauce here. I forgot what kind of bread I picked up at the store. I just got a nice little Italian loaf, French loaf. So, get this for it. Thought about using like a ciabatta, like a crunchier kind of bread, but didn't really find any good ones. Yeah, I got some action here. So I want this to heat up a little bit more before I throw the chicken in it. When you throw stuff into hotter liquids, it does bring the temperature down. So since it's just starting to bubble and spurt a little bit here, I want to make sure we maintain our temperature. And while that happens, just grab some other stuff. We'll have some nice mozzarella in a little bit. When it's done, I need a plate for this thing to land on. And actually, no paper towel, so that when it comes out, it'll be a little oily. Just dap it down, suck up some of that oil. And then we'll get another pan going with some of our pasta sauce, and we'll just give it a nice toss. That's going. Hey, what's going on, YouTube friend? We're just making some food here. And, yeah. There. Great, still happening. Cool. Just making sure, got a little bit of olive oil here. Greg just grabbed some like lower quality olive oil that I have. And I don't mind frying this up in. Throw some butter in there. Just waiting for this to heat up here. Have this new little cooktop so that I don't have to keep doing stuff over the stove, bring stuff in front of camera. As fun as it is to have people ask me about my Bluetooth cutting board. Thought it's probably a better way. Save me some time. Haven't fried anything with it yet though, so we will see how this goes. Let's get some put there. Put that over here. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I wonder how hot this is getting. Just for future. No, this is super shallow. It's not going to be very accurate. This is just for science. It's slowly getting up there. Yeah, it doesn't get too hot. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will fry our little cutlet up here. Just grab this. Gonna put it away from my face because that's a good thing to do when you have hot oil. Yeah. It's going. It's perfect. Nice little gentle. There. I'm just gonna grab this big old spoon I have. I'm just gonna brush some oil on top. Just get this started here. Let this go for a couple minutes. Doesn't need very long. And you got chicken that you've pounded pretty thin, or if you've got cut pretty thin or whatever. Doesn't, that sounds weird. Doesn't take too long to cook. But if you are frying anything, just be careful. Always really be careful. It can be super, it gets super hot, be super dangerous. Oil burns suck, they're awful. So definitely make sure, if you got like little ones, make sure they're out of the kitchen. If you have adults that act like little ones, make sure they're out of the kitchen. So yeah. Okay. Going, getting some nice color on the bottom here. I don't want to mess with it yet. Yeah. Just keep going. It's Mandy on Instagram. I have never heard of this person in my life, but she sounds really pretty. Unless it's a different Mandy, then that would be really weird. Okay, so I got some nice color on one side. This nice like brown going on. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, got some nice brown going on there. I'm gonna flip it. Again, always want to put stuff away from you whenever you're flipping stuff in the pan, which I'm pretty sure I just did. I might not have just done that, and then just displayed what not to do. So just brush a little bit of more oil on top here. So, some people are really intimidated by frying stuff. It's not as super hard as you think. This is just kind of like a shallow pan fry. Great for like breaded stuff. Chicken cutlet, chicken parmesan. This one. Every culture kind of has like a thin cutlet kind of thing. There's Milanese, and some Mexican, Latino, Spanish type cuisines. And you got katsu for Japan. Some other little things. All really similar kind of ways that you fry them. Hang out for a second. Alright. Got my spoon. A little bit more. We're just making a quick chicken parmesan sandwich with our black truffle pasta sauce here. So we're just frying up our chicken cutlet. Got some nice color going on. Just flipped it. Just about done. I'm gonna check this other side. Yep. Almost done here. Another important thing to know, or remember when you are frying stuff, that when you take it out, it does continue to cook from the oil on there. So you don't want to take it out when it's too blonde. They call it blonde if you don't want to get any color on it. But don't want to take it out when it's too dark, because it'll only get darker. Fortunately, I messed up on my butterfly, so a little chicken continent came loose. Actually, this totally looks like the state of California. You see it a little bit? Am I crazy? Maybe it's the other side. State of California? Yeah. State of California. All right, California. So put that on there. I'm gonna turn the heat off on my little cooktop.
The classic California chicken pie.
California chicken pun. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this out of here. Just gonna get have my chicken kind of hang out for a little bit. Get it to chill with just chill on this plate. Pat it dry a little bit from some of the oil. I'm just gonna shove this. If you want to keep food cold when you're making something, let's say you got a lot of things going on, you want everything to be hot. You could always just throw it in the microwave, keep it in there. Like, don't turn on the microwave. Keep it nice and insulated. You can also turn your oven on to as like low, like one, I don't know, like a nice like 180 setting or something. Keep stuff in there. It'll keep it nice and warm without doing anything too much cook-wise. So throw that in there. I got our top on. We have our black truffle pasta sauce here. We get this from Sicily. There's a guy that makes it, imports it over. It gets imported to New Jersey. Real simple stuff on the back here. So we got crushed tomato, tomato paste, sliced mushroom, sunflower oil. There's some olive oil in this, minced black truffle, minced garlic, salt, and black pepper. So you can actually see the little bits floating around in the sauce here. I'll see if I can do like a slow pour. If you can check it in. You see it's kind of chunkier. It's not like some other jarred sauces you'll get where, it's super liquid. It doesn't really taste like actual tomato or garlic or anything like that. So I got that heating up. Just got my wooden spoon here. So we're just gonna heat this up here. I'll actually toss my chicken cutlet in there. Let's put that here. So while that's heating up, got a little loaf of bread, picked up at the grocery store, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Let's do this little cut. I want some of I like the heel, the butt of the bread, so I'm gonna, cut about this big. So I got this here. Just gonna cut it open. Make an absolute mess. Put this away. Do a little clean as we go. Get rid of these. There's little breadcrumbs. If you have a little trash can at home, like if you live in an apartment or anything, or you just have a little trash can laying around, sometimes it's good to just put that under when you're cooking, so you can just kind of slide it down off the cutting board. It's pretty easy. This is getting hot. Cool. So we got our sauce warm. So I'm just gonna grab my chicken, which I put in the microwave, because I told people to put it in the microwave to keep it warm. So I'm just gonna grab this guy. So we'll just kind of toss him in there. Get rid of you. Just do a little tossy toss in there. I'm gonna flip it. Spin some on here. Yeah. So now our cutlet's got plenty of sauce on it. I love myself too much to not toast this, so I should toast it. Just grab another pot. Just, rougher pot, not made for TV pot, or pan rather. Just get this in there, have that warm up a little bit. If you don't toast your bread, then your stuff inside that you made nice and hot won't stay hot. Don't really want that. Grab this here. I'll use that for. There we go. Just grab a little knife. So just got some fresh mozzarella. I'm gonna put this on top after I throw some Parmesan on there. So I'm just gonna slice it up while we wait for our bread to toast. And get a little clean. Red sauce gets everywhere. Just nice little clean there. Okay. We go for a little bit thinner slices. Yeah, I like this. You can go thicker. It just takes a little bit longer if you're going to melt it under a grill or anything. I'm going to keep it nice and thin. Yeah, it's a Monday. I don't want to go with too much cheese. Great, got that there. Love these little deli containers. If you don't have these at home, you can get them at 99-cent store. You see like restaurant workers will sometimes drink out of these. If you watch The Bear, that's what they drink out all the time. It's a neat thing to have around the house, especially if you're cooking for like holidays, Christmas time, and you gotta like chop and prepare a bunch of stuff and let it sit and move on to some other things. So deli containers, definitely a good investment. Nice and super cheap. Getting a little bit of crunch there. Toastiness. I don't want to go too crazy, so I didn't throw any fat in here to expedite the toasting process, just because it's going to get chicken cutlet on top of it. Okay. So, got our cutlet. Let's do a little build while the other side's toasting up. So I'm gonna throw that on there. Oh, cut this to size pretty well. Yeah, look at that. It's like right on there. Like good size. Yeah, for the bread. I cut the bread not knowing how big the thing was.
Well done.
Yeah. Thanks, sir. Okay, so I'm just gonna get her out of here. Over to my little plate. I did not think this through. This is what happens when you do it live. Okay. So I got my plate. I'm gonna spoon on the rest of my sauce here. I don't want to waste any of it. A nice spoon on top. That lovely black truffle flavor. And black truffle. A lot of people like to throw black truffle on a lot of stuff, or white truffle, any kind of truffle. If you have truffle and you want to experiment at home, not really sure what to do with it. It does really well with adding it to any kind of other like fats and stuff. So I'm gonna add on some cheese, which is a fat, if we didn't all know. And if this is how you found out, I'm really sorry. So a little parm for a chicken parm. Get all the nice little bits there. Okay. These microplanes are really nice to have around the house, especially they can be used for stuff like lemons and other kinds of things, getting the rinds off stuff. But if you have a box grater, there's this side on the box grater works perfectly fine. So we're just gonna throw on some of this mozzarella. Gonna shingle it when you kind of have it on top of each other like this. It's called shingling, kind of like roof tiles. If that was not common knowledge. And I'm gonna put just a little here. Cool. So that's on there. So you can take this, throw it, bake it. I have it on a plate here. Protect my cutting board. I'm just gonna torch it because it's a Monday. So why not? Give it a shot. I'm a trained professional, so don't try this at home. Just a little. You could just throw this under the broiler. If you have a oven that has a grill setting, also perfectly fine. I am just gonna give it a little bit of heat. Just a little bit like that. So don't want to do too much. If you have a blowtorch at home and you haven't used it before, if you've been interested to like make creme brulee and stuff, it's definitely good for like quick things. Otherwise, you're gonna be tasting that butane. Definitely don't want that. We got some little sprigs of parsley. We'll just add on here. Add a little bit of freshness. Because it looks a little nicer. Okay. So we got your sandwich here. Just gonna throw the top on. And I'm actually gonna cut this. See that cross section? People like the cross section. I like cross section. You like cross section?
Just a bit to your
Oh yeah. So just. And they have the world's dullest knife. Okay. Some basil would be really great on this too. I wanted to go a little simpler just because truffle's a pretty strong flavor. Let's see if this will. Yeah?